Alrighty. I know I didn't stream every day. That wasn't a big part of my goals or anything. I was just trying to use this mostly to stay accountable. I just my bangs are still drying, but last week went pretty well. I gotta say, there's definitely some successes there. I mean, I got back to karate, which was a big one. Getting my habits back together. No, I did not do it perfectly every day. I did not expect myself to, but I did end up kind of at least changing up my morning routine and sticking with a lot of that. So from here, it's just about adding on all the other things little by little. So I'll end up kind of redoing this for next week too. I'm trying to continue to build these good habits. And maybe continue to have some slow mornings. I was not waking up as early as I wanted to, and that's okay. After the first couple days, I was really tired. I also accidentally took some wild lettuce and slept and slept and slept one of the days. And that's pretty par for course. And it's just getting back into the swing of things, having to get back up early and such. And there's going to be times where things go better and go worse. Also, got really stressed and ended up back in my comfort zone a little bit last week. I still want to keep going to karate. I'm still going to keep doing the crafting group. And Wednesdays, maybe I'll have a book club. And I do have a project that I'm going to start to show off. Got a lot more to do, but it's gotten started. So, oops. Did these glue together? No. Okay. My 2 A's. All right. So I've been making these. This is just like a cat food insert. And then I chopped up all my business cards that I've ever gotten. And I'm making them into kind of like a mosaic. There's one that I'm still working on here. I got to get that border. And then on these ones, there's going to be a blue border in the middle. And then I'll have some white pieces that fill it in. And then I'll probably take my glue and go in between each of these and give it a little bit of a raised texture. And I might finish it off with like brushing some kind of glue over it to kind of hold it. Then they're going to get glued to magnet strips, like a magnet strip. And each one will have a magnet on the back so that when they're displayed, you can actually move around the letters and make your own word. The original word is going to be associate. And since they're made out of business cards, I thought that worked really well. Yeah. It's looking good. I'm happy with it. So I'll work on finishing that up and so I can put it in a show coming up. Yeah. So that's current and right now. It's been pretty good overall. Other than just craziness in the world and work, can't say that life is that bad. Yeah, and I just got a new foraging book and like a book on herbalism. So I got to go through that and see what I'm going to end up making. And yeah, that's been so cool. I'm so excited. I have some folks who might want to do it with me, so we can create our own little herbalism foraging club. That would be really nice. Had a good discussion. It's kind of funny too. This will be probably where I wrap this up. When I talk about foraging and herbalism, sometimes I get the question of like, oh, do I prefer modern medicine? Do I prefer plant medicine? And both. We can have both. It doesn't have to be a one or the other. So I mean, especially in extreme situations, modern medicine is awesome. If I get my leg chopped off, you better send me to the hospital and give me a shit ton of your strongest painkillers. But plant medicine is really useful for day to day and like little ailments. So both. It's neat how sometimes, like with allergies, the plant that helps solve your allergy grows next to the allergen. So that's kind of neat to learn about. And that way you don't have to take a full spectrum allergy pill if you know exactly what you're allergic to. But say you have a bunch of allergies and there's a bunch of things that are affecting you. A full spectrum allergy pill is pretty useful then. But if it's just one thing, yeah, you can make some tea. So everything's about balance, and it doesn't have to be one thing or another. I just don't really think that way. So anyway, I was going to keep this short. Just had wanted to go over, finally go over that checklist I had made. I'll make another one. And yeah. Alrighty, I hope everyone has a good day. I'm about to.